perspectives.
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm Eduardo Monterroso, and tonight my presentation is about art. I want to start with a beautiful quote written by Aristotle. It says, "The aim of art is not the represent of outward appearance of things, but their inward significance." Art is a way of expressing our feelings and emotions. Art is anywhere, but very few people are capable of appreciating it. I don't consider myself a great professional artist, but I think in a way I am. I think we all have an artistic side. In this presentation, my intention isn't to explain art from an academic or professional way. I'm going to explain art from my own point of view. So in this presentation, I'll talk about why I consider that everything that exists is art, then some of the most common forms of artistic expression, and finally, our life as a canvas. Okay. Once I read in a book or on a website that the universe isn't considered art because it was created by nature, and everything created by nature is an art. I really don't believe this. I believe that the universe is one of the most beautiful abstract works of art that exists. And the best thing is that we don't know how it was created. I think only to invent different theories about how the universe was formed require the imagination of an excellent artist. We don't need to go outside the world to see that nature is an amazing artist. Nature never makes two works of art the same, and every day creates a new one. It's enough to look up at the sky and see how nature paints new color and each sunset or sunrise to know that this is a work of art. And as well said before, nature is wonderful and perfect. And I mean, it's a majestic masterpiece. Every time we go to the streets, we can see a tree full of leaves of different shades of green and yellow. We are seeing a work of art made by an amazing artist. I really believe that everything that exists is art. What would be without art? I think we would be nothing. Okay, to start talking about the universe or nature, even if you go to the street, you can see different pieces of art. For example, you can see buildings, electrical wiring. Even your house is a work of art that some architect or engineer thought, drew, and finally built. All the inventions that humans have made are a work of art. Art is everything, and we are all artists in different ways. The next thing I want to talk about is the most common forms of artistic expression. And when we hear the word art, we instinctively think of an artist related to drawing, painting, or sculpture. But art isn't only that. For example, dance, acting, and theater are performing arts. Poetry, reading, and writing are literary arts. And I could mention many different forms of art, but it isn't really what I want. I want to explain to you is that everything is art. If we think about even the smallest things, like the drawings we when we were little children, the color we choose to paint the house or home are forms of artistic expression. We are carrying artists within us. Of course, there are some people who decide to better develop their artistic talent by taking it to a professional level. I'm a great fan of people who like to express the art they have inside. I have great admiration for people who play an instrument, write books, make paintings, and I adore people who are aware that art is something wonderful. I also have to take advantage of this space to say that unfortunately in our country art is seen only as a way to pass the time. Like our teacher said in the class, for watermelon artists, being artists is only a dream. And you can stop me if you have a question. And okay, our life is a canvas. And I've always believed that our life is a blank canvas where we can capture everything we want for as long as we are alive. I have the crazy idea that in the last seconds before we die, we will be able to see our completed masterpiece. We can choose the colors, brushes, materials, and everything that we could use. Perhaps this sounds very basic, seeing a life as a canvas, but I really gives an extraordinary meaning to my existence, to my life. If we think about it, really everything we do or not do will be part of our work of art. And it will only be important to us. You can try to draw on someone else's canvas because it doesn't belong to you. You have to draw only on your own canvas. We are the artists of our lives. Of course, art is subjective. For some people, some works of art will be better than others, and vice versa. But that doesn't matter. As long as you love your own masterpiece, even abstract and twisted works are works of art. But anyway, as I said before, each one is an artist in her or his own way. There are people who aren't even aware that they are filling their own canvas with colors, drawings, and shapes that they don't like. But you always have to keep in mind that if you don't like you are drawing on your canvas, the color white exists to color your drawing and start over. Okay, I'll just conclude by saying maybe my concept of art isn't the best, but I think that even making your own opinions or theories are part of art. So this was a small part of how I perceive art. I hope you like it, and I can only say that the universe is infinite and misunderstood like any artist. Thank you. I hope you like my presentation. Do you have any questions?
Um, Congrats, Edu. I'm so proud of you. You did great. And it was so interesting. I really loved your presentation. Okay. I have a question. Um, what is your favorite artistic expression and why?
My favorite form of artistic expression is music. I've always liked music since I can remember. I always had a device where I can listen to music and also studied music for 2 years. And I don't like to sing because I don't like my voice, but I love to play the guitar. But I can only play simple pieces.
But I think you're so talented. So keep going.
Okay, Edu, congrats for your presentation. So I have a question. Have you ever tried to write a poem or a song?
Okay, I try to write sometimes, but I don't have the ability. I'm not a poet. I admire poets, writers, and music writers in a great way because they are able to immerse us in their lyrics and the notes. The, the works of all those who are is surprising, of course, but no, I can't do it.
Well, um, congrats, Eduardo. It was a really good presentation. I enjoy it. And yeah, I have a question for you. Would you mind telling me if you have taken an art course?
Of course. I studied music for 2 years, as I said before, but I also studied drawing for a whole year. I'm not very good at drawing, but I think that if I can do basic things, I would be an amazing artist. And of course, I know basic notions such as linear effects, points, spots, shapes, colors, layers, and perspectives. Okay, thank you for your attention.